Good morning, students. I am going to try to show you setting up your still life, and we'll talk about just setting up your painting studio in general. I know it can be tricky to work at home. If you can carve out a little bit of space that you know will not get moved around, whether it's in your room or I have set up in my beautiful basement among all my husband's tools. So I've got my easel, my objects. I have a clamp light here that I'm using to light my still lifes. Next to me I have a little table with my paints and my palette, so that I can reach those easily. I've got a clear, plain table and a plain curtain backdrop. When I set up my paper towel roll to light it, I'm getting a nice dark shadow and a nice bright highlight because I've got this clamp light here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my overhead lights so you can see how that changes the lighting. Of course, the phone camera is going to adjust it a little bit. And for this exercise, I'm going to stand and paint. That's why I've got my easel set up. It's going to be much more difficult for me to sit because then my perspective will be more like this, and we already did those rectangular shapes, right? I want to have even more of an illusion of 3 dimensions in my painting, so I'm going to be standing while I do this exercise. If you have like a tall seat, you might be able to sit. And then after I finish my paper towel exercise, I'm going to be thinking about my still life setup. So the thing I chose to paint is this little vase that says peace on it. I got this as a gift many years ago. I'm going to turn it around. I usually keep some dried lavender in it as a decoration in my bathroom. But I'm going to take that out just so I can focus on learning the shapes and working on the shadows. And then if I want to get more complex, I can add these plants back in if I think that's going to be a more interesting painting. But right now we're not too concerned about that. We want to get our skills down. So to recap, I've got a spot that I can kind of keep going. Got my paint palette and my paints and brushes. Got my light and my easel with my canvas pad ready to go. All right, if you have questions, we'll be in class and I'm happy to answer them for you. All right, happy studio setup.